Hello everyone, this is Balanced Discussion, and we are here with a new episode. And we have with us two guests. One of our wonderful sister, Erisa Langari Zadeh. She has a Masters of Finance in from International Islamic University, and currently she's working as an officer PMO under AFIF, and it is Alliance for Financial Inclusion. And I also have my lovely wife, Dr. Tamiza Parveen. She has a master's in finance and also PhD in business administration from International Islamic University, Malaysia. And actually, that is where we all met. That is the first time we have met Erisa, when me and my wife Tamiza, we decided to start our postgraduate journey in Malaysia quite a long time ago. It's wonderful to have both of you. So we are going to start with Erisa to share a little bit about yourself to the audience and as an introduction.
Sure. First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Hassan, for inviting me today. So you already covered actually everything correct. And I studied also accounting in Iran, and then I came to Malaysia to continue my master in at UIA. And then I also worked with UNHCR almost for 10 years. And as you mentioned, now I'm currently working at Alliance for Financial Inclusion. And I'm so excited to be here because one of my best friend is another guest. And of course, I like her husband also as well, because we had a very good memories during the university time. And I really appreciate for inviting me today. Thank you.
Thank you. And coming back to Tamiza, if you just want to introduce yourself to the audience, few words.
Yes, hi, I'm Tamiza. Thank you, Dr. Hassan, for inviting me to this so much interesting podcast. Okay, first of all, previous going to Malaysia, I had my bachelor and master's degree from Bangladesh, and I was working in one Canadian international firm for Canadian immigration. And I had an experience there in almost 2.5 years. So after that, first of all, I chose Malaysia because in one side, my husband was also planning for his PhD, and I was also planning for some higher studies there. So I chose masters because I was not in a teaching position, so I had to do masters first for PhD actually. Then we chose Malaysia for a different reason. First, I went to Malaysia for tourism in 2011, and it was a very good impression for Malaysia from us. Like, we really loved the country. Then secondly, it was our own funded, our study. We didn't have any scholarship or anything. So we thought that like cost benefit analysis, if we do, like, it was like affordable cost, but in a very high ranking universities and very nice degrees. And IIUM, the International Islamic University, was a very reputed university in the Malaysia as a public university, and the campus was huge and it was so attractive, and we took many information from the academics, and they are really good and very good world ranking. So because of that, we choose Malaysia actually for my higher studies.
Thanks a lot. Now if we come back to Erisa from Iran, completing your bachelor's, what was the main reason that you have chosen to come and continue your postgraduate in Malaysia?
Actually, after I graduated in Iran, I worked as an accountant, senior accountant at Millat Bank. So during that time, so my parents decided to move to Malaysia for good. And then since I'm very emotional daughter, I like to attach to my parents. So then after 2 years working in the bank, I decided to be close to my family, and also I wanted to continue my master's. So it was a very good reason that I have to come to Malaysia. And then also Malaysia has a very good university, and it's a very multicultural environment, and it was and it is a very good place for international students. And I'm so happy that I made the right decision to come to Malaysia.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
So did you both start your masters from the same point? You were started at the same time? First semester was, or did Erisa begin, and then Tamiza join? When did you actually meet? Is it at the same semester, same subjects, or different time frame?
Okay, I think Tamiza, you have a better memory than me.
Actually, for me,
think
it was my first semester and first classes and course I met with you. For you, I don't know. I mean, you were in accounting or something previously. You told me.
Yes. Actually, I studied one semester accounting, but I always like numbers, and what is the reason that that's the reason that I choose for accounting major. But then I understood the master of accounting is not like the degree; it's totally different. There is no number there. That's how I changed the accounting major to
All
finance.
In accounting, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I do understand. That means probably the master's in accounting is more a research oriented degree where
Correct.
you have to take a dissertation. Whereas I remember the masters of finance had a lot of coursework. So
Correct.
like coursework intensive. So you have one course after another. You have to submit your coursework.
Yeah.
And you get, but
Yeah.
probably,
and especially I think accounting masters is very tough, and it's very worldwide recognized also, the accounting masters and bachelor, because I heard that from some classmates from accounting. They said that in SECA or something like professional, they got many subject waiver if they have a degree from UIA in accounting.
Okay, that's true. And also doing a PhD in accounting was not a very simple task. I still remember those days. That is a different story for a different day. What I would just now go into looking back at the academic life. So what was the good thing? What things that you liked while you were studying? And if there is any challenge, how did you both support each other throughout the master's program? So who would want to start? Erisa, you want to start first?
Or maybe I can start first, and then Tamiza can add more if I miss any memories that we had before. Actually, academic life in Malaysia was quite different from Iran, I can say. So in a very simple way, I can just say in Iran, for example, when we have exams, it's very direct. It means that if they ask you, for example, what is this? You just have to say, this is a phone. You shouldn't answer too much, it's about the background, the history. So I remember in my first exam at UIA, and I answered quickly in the same way, like how I've done before in Iran. But I noticed all the students asking for extra paper and, writing a lot. And I was the person who already done, and just like half of the page enough for me. So it's like, made me confused. And then I understood after I getting a low mark in that subject, I learned that in Malaysia, they want more explanation, reasoning, behind the history. You cannot just simply say, what is this? You have to really explain from before and after. So it's like, that is the challenges I can say I was faced in Malaysia, for the academic part. But at the end, it was a good lesson for me because I could improve my also academic writing, and I look at that differently. And I was quite lucky, I can say, that I could be in the same team as Tamiza. So your wife, one of the top student in UIA. So yeah, it was very helpful for me because she could help me a lot, and she's very generous, sharing her knowledge, and that's why I could get a lot of like high mark in my subject at finance. I can say 50% from me, but of course 50% from Tamiza, how she helped me during the whole journey at UIA.
Oh, that's wonderful. So now going back to Tamiza, if you want to share your experience, because we have our bachelor and we have done MBA back in Bangladesh, then we decided to continue the journey in Malaysia. So how did you, what was your experience like?
Yes, first of all, it was scaring a bit because new country, new environment, and it was the first time for me to far from my home country. So it was difficult how to manage my home as well as my academic. I can or I cannot? I was so confused. But with your help, I did good finally. So I will say it was not that much difficult compared to like our country that we did our bachelor in and the MBA also. Here also, almost the culture structure is same, but it was depending more on the instructor, my lecturers. So which lecturers wants more, or which some of them they want a direct answer, some of them no, you have to explain more, you have to write more, something like that. So most difficult part was in the first semester, which was like so far I can remember Dr. Adwali class. It was advanced quantitative method, and it was so technical, and it was so challenging for me because most of it was hands-on. And unfortunately, we couldn't get any lab classes, but we were allowed to write the conclusion or the answer by watching the whole analysis, by using the analysis tools, statistical analysis tools. And though I had my statistics in my bachelor and in my high school also, so I had a clear knowledge about statistics, but hands-on was so difficult for me as it was so advanced technological and it was technical. So it was so challenging. And I can remember, Erisa, that our whole class actually was shaking because of that subject. But Dr. Adwali, he was really so kind and so helpful. I mean, whenever we wanted, we asked him. He explained a lot again and again, and he made us like, oh, it's okay, you can do, you will understand, no problem like that. So somehow we did it. Erisa and we did it, and also you helped me in many things.
Yeah, but at the end we get a
Finally.
very good mark. We got a very good mark in this subject. I remember how
Yeah.
much
We thought that we
the
are going to
students.
fail, but I think we got a minus or
Yes,
something.
yes, yes.
It was so much good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I Dr. Adwale let me sit in one or two of the module. I just asked him if I can sit in for his SEM analysis. And I remember it was a very big class. It's full, almost around 100 students were there in the
Because
class.
it's a compulsory course for MSc Finance.
Yeah. So,
It was compulsory.
so you had a quite a big group of students together studying the MSc, uh, but still you stayed friends after your masters. So now going back to social life in Malaysia, how did you find being a student? Because Erisa was, I believe, for some time you were staying in the hostel, in we call them mahala, but we stayed outside in other residential places. So we were just coming and going, and only when there was classes. So just I would go back to that perspective first from Tamiza's perspective, who lived outside, and then we'll come back to Erisa's perspective, who stayed for some time we within the university campus. So how was the social life? If we first start with Tamiza, If your perspective, how was
Mm,
social life down university?
I would say that the social life in Malaysia is very good, and it's very welcoming because local people, they are very sober, good-minded, and very calm and very welcoming. Like my feeling was like I was one of them. I was not feeling like that I am foreigner or something. And I like in EYA, we had to do like previously I didn't have my cover, hijab or everything. But in EYA, after going to EYA, I started these. And after doing that, I was feeling so much close to them also, like all of their dress up and like even in food, very close to our country. So social life was so good, enjoyable. And all the malls and all the food restaurants, and it was really good, really good. And like variety of food. There is no food. I think that there is no food left that there is not in Malaysia. I think all the cultures, all the countries' food are there, and the people are also good. So we enjoyed our staying at there in our in master's time and also PhD.
So now coming back to Erisa, how was life living in the university campus?
Oh, okay. Actually, my social life started during university and work. So I could met a lot of people from different country, and I could know also Malaysian people more closely. Usually, when you live with them, when you spend time with them, you can understand their culture more, how they are, how like a lot of similarities you can find when you spend time with someone, and that's how it was a very good chance for me that I have to stay in like campus in Mahalla in UIA, because during the exam time it was easier for me just to go to library. No need to come out from outside the university, so it's like to save time so I could study better. So at the same time I could meet a lot of Malaysian people, how they are welcoming, how they are kind. So actually this was a very good experience for me. And also that the mahalla or the campus I was staying, oh my God, has a lot of delicious food. If someone from UIA later watch this podcast, they know about the
Yeah.
Rokaya Mahalla, how the shawarma, oh my God, the best shawarma ever, and the quality and the price also very reasonable for a
Yeah,
student. And I remember there was one place, we call it Mahalla Ali. So that is the
yeah,
favorite place for me and Tamiza. We always go have a tandoori chicken with a French fries.
yeah,
So this is,
yeah.
yeah, a lot of good memories I can say when I stay inside the university. And it was like a very good experience for me to know Malaysian people more. And I'm so happy because of that decision that I stay inside university rather than always stay outside in my place that I had with my family.
That's I went back, I think, to Mahalla Ali just for a while because we all have been there. Anytime you need to have something to eat, it's always there. It's affordable.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, that's
quite
perfect. Yes,
nice memory. There is like every mahalla has their own type of food that
correct.
is always there. Plus there are,
Yeah,
I remember there is like unique cafe where you have other
correct, correct.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
for
yes.
Sharma.
yeah, shawarma place.
Unique
That's
Cafe. And the Bookers was also good. Bookers Cafe, do you
Yeah.
remember, Elisa? And the drinks, the corn drinks, the jagung
Oh
or
my
something
God,
they
that was
say.
yes, correct, correct. That was so good. The yellow one. Yeah.
Yeah, the yellow
we
one.
need to we
Corn
need to plan a
drinks.
trip again. Go. We need to come back. We are just still planning to come back and have some trips with
Yes,
my
yes,
Sarah
yes.
to just show her how it is, how it
Hmm.
is. But now we will just touch a little bit on the professional life. For example, Erisa has already moved on, finished her masters, and now working in the industry. So how easy or difficult it was to do this transition, and how this degree that you had from IIUM, prepared you for the professional career that you now have?
Okay, maybe I can just more say about the challenges that how I was facing when I graduated. Because I still like they consider me as a foreigner, and of course, I will not never have the same rights as Malaysian people, which is correct, and of course the priority with the local people of that country. But at the same time, when I graduated, I was looking for a job, and it wasn't easy because you not easy. You can get a visa, and but I could find a part-time job, I can say, when I was at study at UIS. So I found a part-time job at UNHCR. That's how I started work in UNHCR. And then the journey, like my past, the destiny changed everything because I could know my Malaysian husband from UNHCR. That's how we met, and then everything changed, and then I married here, and then I could apply for more and more job. So it's a bit easier than before. And then finally I could join as a staff at UNHCR, and then yes, I worked 10 years there. But it is not easy for foreigner, I can say, to find a job. So that's why one of my suggestions for those who has in their mind to come to Malaysia, they have to consider that just prepare yourself, because it's not easy after graduation you can find a job. So that is just, like I said, the challenges I was facing as a foreigner in Malaysia.
Wonderful. I think these are some very good insight that if anybody is watching, they will be able to pick up. And it's all about planning and going through those challenges and trying to survive, and just having some positive energy. And in terms of Tamiza, after you have completed your masters, you decided you want to pursue your PhD. So I would ask, how did you find your masters? Did it prepare you? Did it make you confident that okay, I can do it? How easy or difficult, or the challenge that you faced when you moved on to the even more difficult journey of doing a PhD?
Yes, my master's degree helped me a lot in my PhD degree, especially in coursework, because yes, I told before that advanced quantitative method, this course was so difficult for us. But after that, it helped me a lot when I was doing my course in PhD, because in PhD I had a similar course like quantitative method, because for research part, we had to analyze our data and everything by using that method actually. So in my PhD time, it was like very easier for me because I did advanced quantitative method before in my master's. And I think that's why they designed that program, that we had to, in master's, we have to take the advanced quantitative method so that if someone can want to continue as a PhD, so it will be easier for them. So it was easy, but as Erisa said that it was difficult in some aspects, in my master's, my result was quite good, I should say, and they also selected me for a scholarship for one semester. So I applied for scholarship and I got nomination and everything, but finally I didn't get it. So after that, I realized that it's really difficult for the foreigner to secure any fund or any scholarships there. So it was one challenge. And in my PhD, I was okay. My supervisors committee, they were so good, kind, and helpful. But I had to wait along for my final viva after submitting my PhD. And I can remember that time I had my delivery, my daughter, and my viva was, I think she was like 8 months old. Then I gave my PhD viva. But finally it happened nicely and I finished my PhD journey. But after that, right now, I'm in my, you can say like transition period or break for my daughter to looking after her. So maybe he will be more independent, maybe by 1 or 2 years more. She is now almost 6. So maybe I will start my career again, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. So we're just hoping that things will be a bit more in control, and then we can always think about the transition. And now we are almost coming to the end of this episode, and before I go, I will just ask for you to share any memory together that you had during your study time. If you want to share with the audience any good memory during your study
We
time.
had many good memories actually, right? So which one do you want to share? I can remember one thing, like suddenly one day Erisa told me that after finished my class that I have to go to Genting Island, so I don't want to go alone. So can you please go with me? I said, okay, no problem, I will go. Then I called you like myself, and then he suddenly got stuck that just a while. Then he said, okay, go, no problem. But it was so funny that sudden decision, and I mean, it was far from the Gombak to Genting, but we enjoyed that day also. I can remember, and I can another thing remember that Erisa told me one time you stuck on the library, and it was before the holiday time, and like they closed the library, and you were there the only one.
Yes, and I didn't hear because I had a headphone, and then I didn't hear when they announced that it's already closed. You have to go back, and I see all the lights off, but I said, no, no, I
Oh,
have to study. I was really focusing on the my exam. So then suddenly at 8, 9 p.m., I said, no, is something wrong. There is no one in this library, and I went out. Even there was no security. So, I mean, I had to call someone else to call the security to come and open the key. And that person who had a key, the key of library, already was on the way to go back because it was a celebration. They call it a Hari Raya.
yeah.
It's a celebration for Eid
Yes, right.
Al-Fitri, yes. And then that person already on the way go back to his hometown, and oh my God, and I was like just stuck. But at the end, someone came and helped me to open the library, and it was very funny story because, yeah, it was very unique at the same time shy, but yeah, but it was very interesting.
Yeah, it's. I think we have many
Dangerous, yeah.
movies like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will never forget that phone call. That at home I am cooking rice and preparing food for dinner, and then suddenly call comes in. Okay, we are on the way to Genting Highland. I'm just thinking, okay, what? And then I realize, okay, it's just because your exams are over. You wanted to have fun,
Yes,
and it
yes, yeah.
was not that far. You just need. I remember it took when you take the bus, you go and then you take the cable car.
40 minutes, I think,
Yeah,
right? 30,
something
40
like
Yeah,
that.
minutes from home.
Yeah. So that's
yeah.
there are so many activities actually available for students to do when and all the happy memories actually. Thank you for agreeing to do this. It helps me also to remember all those good memories. I would say deciding to do my PhD in Malaysia, I'd say one of the best decisions that I have taken. I enjoyed every single time. Although there were challenges, I would not uh, say that there were none. There were always challenges, uncertainties. But I would say because Tamiza was there and also Erisa, and there are so many friends, and I would say the lecturers are also very kind and
Right.
helpful, supportive. Um, so I would say both of you, thank you so much for being here to sharing your memories and your experience, your suggestions. Before we finish, just one suggestion for anybody right now thinking about whether to come to Malaysia for studies. If you have any suggestion, I'll start from Erisa. Any one thing that you'd like the people to consider or think about Yeah.
Yeah. I can say just like be open-minded and ready to adopt. So, and before you come to any country, I mean any country you want to go for study or live there, you have to really search about the culture, the people, the country, because when you learn, and especially if you learn their language, their local language, this can help you a lot. When you come here, you can communicate well, and also you always improve your English language, and ask question. Don't be worried so that you will be judged or not. This is one of, I can say, challenges that I had, because English wasn't my even second language in Iran. But now I learned that it's like I know now two language, because I have my own mother tongue language. So which means sometimes you think this way. Don't be shy if you ask question. Don't be worried too much about, oh, my grammar is not correct, or just try to communicate, make the network and friends once you go to another country. And this is how you can learn a lot of things. And yes, you can actually start a new life with a good experience. Don't afraid to make a mistake. This is all from me.
Wonderful advice. Thank you. And now, if I ask Tamiza if you want to share any advice for anybody who are thinking
Yes,
about the higher
I can
education.
just add one thing with Erisa, whatever Erisa said, that is very fruitful or very good information for the future coming students to Malaysia or any other countries. But I can add one thing, that be sure and contact with the university about your visa process, especially for Malaysia, because in my time when I convert from my master's to PhD, for the EMGAs, they made many changes, but many students didn't know that. So lots of students, they needed to go back to their home country again, and after doing all the formalities for visa, they had to come back again. So it's costly for the students, obviously, because we had a fixed amount of something for our study or purpose. So if we need to add on, so it will be more difficult for the students, I can feel from my experience. So I would suggest that contact with the university and know very clearly what is the visa process and formalities. You have to done all from your home country, then fly.
Okay, that's very
That
good
is my suggestion.
advice. I would say that it is always good to do your research before you commit for any education, any country. Always good to
Yeah.
talk with the academics in university office to get full knowledge about everything. I think that is it. We are now at the end. Thank you again, and I wish you all the best. And I hope that maybe we will have you again in another episode talking about something different. But thanks once again for sharing, and bye.
Thank
Okay, thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
I
Bye
am going to
bye.
end. Let me just stop the recording first.